Man, I don't know about you, but one of the thoughts that has been penetrating my heart is the fact that all of us have never seen God, we've never seen heaven, yet we come to this world and we're going to live life once, either as if there is a God and if there is a heaven, or there isn't. Now stop and think about it. In 1 Corinthians 10, it says, I don't want you to be ignorant, brethren. There were many people that passed, our fathers, that passed through the waters. They were all baptized under the cloud. They all drank of the same spiritual rock, and that rock was Christ. They all saw the miracles. I often say, what would have I been if I was in Egypt, watching their cows die and my cows being healthy? Watching it dark over there and over here it's light. Watching the plagues. Watching their firstborn die and ours didn't. Watching Pharaoh's army drown in the sea. What more obvious evidence could there be that there is a God? They all drank of the rock, but it says with many of them God was not pleased. They didn't enter the promised land. Wow. I got to say, why? They saw things I'll never see. We've never seen heaven. We've never seen God. But the trials and tests down here on life are going to distract us. And I like this saying, the great care of life, Jesus says, is to make your relationship to God your one care. You know what? The number one thing it says here in 1 Corinthians 10 that these people never did, they never made God number one. They began to worship things. And they wanted to go back to the things of Egypt. Idolatry, placing things more important than God. You know what? We know God, but there's a tremendous temptation living in America. There are so many things that can give us temporal pleasure. And I watch people that are losing their soul for temporal. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, you know what? I got one chance. Is Egypt going to cause me to stumble? Is the American dream going to cause me to miss what is really important? For many people, they wanted the pleasures of Egypt. They wanted things. Men, we get one chance. Satan offered Jesus the kingdoms of this world. He said, this is not why I've come. Men, we're not here to accumulate things. I want you to ask yourself, is there things in your life that are hindering you from making God number one? In the next lesson, I'm going to talk about the other two things that hindered people from getting into the promised land. Don't be deceived, men. Many never entered. By God's grace, you and I will enter.